Any company that has an existing large network of customers, of users, of followers that are actually real followers, like a viral product, those are great because the more you can just send an email to those people that already know you, that reduces your overall marketing costs. Yeah. You can get those as investors. I mean, your marketing cost, your cost of capital is going to be like nothing. Mm-hmm. So, those are all great, great types of companies that should definitely look into this if this is something that they're in need of capital, which most are.
That's very helpful.
As you know.
Yeah. What are some challenges you see small businesses have with social media and content creation?
I would say for the most part, I mean, internally, I can feel their challenge is time. Yeah. A lot of small businesses don't have the time. Obviously their main priority should be, growing their own business and via dealing with customer, complaints or product supply, costs, getting their margins down. So time is really a challenge, and also expertise. I feel like a lot of, social media isn't what it used to be. I think people used to just think it was just, promote. And now it's turned, social media, particularly like Facebook and LinkedIn, and Instagram, had turned into much more of a, informative, educational, motivational type of, content, feed where, you don't want a product or a service shoved down your throat. You want a brand that is going to contribute to your life in a positive way. They're going to educate you on their industry. They're going to educate you on new trends. They're going to motivate you to make that next step in your career, in your path. Because, I mean, if you're a business, they're a business, and all businesses to a certain degree at the fundamental level are the same.
That's
so
very true.
I think expertise and strategy with regards to, what type of post, how frequent to post, what audiences are you targeting? Because obviously not the same post is going to speak to the same people. And identifying your target audiences, I think that's where, a lot of small businesses find challenges because, that's not their business. Their business is, making cookies or paddleboarding or whatever.
Yeah. I find that just by being a consumer of social media, the ones that I think do it the best are the ones who tell a story, and you kind of feel like you know the person. Like if you were to hang out with this person, you have an idea of who they are and what they like, and then it makes you want to support them or to be a part of their community.
Right, absolutely. They, they're communicating and they're showcasing their mission and their values and where they spend their extra time and what causes they're, committed to, and who they're, who they're networking with and who they're talking to, and different, you want to have something, you believe in.
Yeah, true. This is all very helpful. How do you think small businesses could tell their brand story at any budget?
I think, a great way to start is, on your own website, with your own website, and with a blog. I think that, that's the first place anybody goes when they, research a company. So the first place they're going to go is your website. Second place is probably going to be Facebook, Instagram, LinkedIn, unless they find you there. But in terms of budget, it's really time budget. So the entrepreneur or a team member has to have the time to put in to that. But I would say that that's the best place to start for sure. And then
I'm sorry.
Well, I was going to say, once you have, the content on your site and you have blog posts on your site, you can pull out bits of that content and utilize it in your social strategy.
Yeah.
Which makes it easy.
And so also probably I'm thinking to start with what you're most comfortable with. I know Facebook Live is really good. YouTube videos are really good, but if you're not really comfortable doing that, maybe blogs might be more your speed or Instagram.
Absolutely. Yeah, absolutely. Like I personally, like I don't like to be filmed. So I'm not one to promote go video. I don't do it myself. But yeah, you're spot on. Whatever you're most comfortable with, I would say if you're comfortable with video, that's probably the easiest and the quickest way to get your message across.
Yeah.
But also, also understand that like a lot of people, a lot of your audience might not watch video, but they might not be on YouTube. I personally, I prefer to read things because I'm more of a visual learner than I am an audio learner.
Okay.
So I can intake a bunch of stuff. So, right. So for me, blogs are better. For me, I ingest information by reading it or by visualizing it versus hearing it. It's almost like sometimes it's like in one ear and out the other. I'm like, okay, I gotta write that down.
Yeah. No, I feel the same way. Like I'm more of a podcast blog reader. And, some people are saying blogs are dead. I'm like, I still like blogs and, I still like to read blog entries. So,
blog is, no, I mean, it's content marketing, and content marketing is definitely not dead.
Right.
For sure. And it lives forever, which is great too.
Yeah, that's very true. It becomes like an evergreen on your site.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
All right. What do you enjoy the most about being a small business owner? And I think, as South Floridians, it's pretty cool to meet small business owners in my hood.
Yes.
How do you like being a small business owner in South Florida?
I love it. It's been 5 years now, so hey, hit the 5-year mark.
Congrats.
Thank you. I really enjoy the freedom. I really enjoy the freedom that comes not just with with time, with creativity. I can work as much as I want. Everything's kind of up to me and my team and the people that I put in place. So I have a lot of control. And I sort of am a type A person, so I like that.
Yeah.
And you get out what you put in, and I tend to, I overwork myself for sure, but for me, it's more gratifying than not. So that's what I probably enjoy the most.
And what do you enjoy the least?
Probably chasing down clients for money. That's definitely what I enjoy the least. And it's a risk that you take, that I take with certain clients and with startups, and there's always, they always have this, grand assumption or idea in their head that they're always going to have capital. And sometimes it just doesn't happen. And I, unfortunately, and other vendors, take the hit for that. So that I would say is probably, the ugly side.
Yeah. So what parting advice do you have for entrepreneurs and entrepreneur hopefuls?
Oh, so much. I would say always be prepared to pivot and to expand, because what you go out initially with as your business model, as your business plan, may change, and the market may change, and customer demands may change. They usually do. So you have to be sort of flexible and nimble and prepared to follow those changes, assuming, they make sense for you. I would say that. And also make sure that you have product or service market fit. Make sure there's a demand for what you're doing, because if there isn't, you're not going to last very long.
That's very true.
You should find it.
Yeah.
If there isn't, you should find it. Find where there is demand.
Yeah.
And go that way. Thank
you. That's very helpful. Definitely finding that demand and being able to pivot. Rapid fire.
What's in demand right now, might not be in demand next week or the week after. Yeah. So you gotta be flexible.
And the companies that really stay around, they recreate themselves all the time.
Yep. Yeah. Absolutely.
Now we're going into rapid fire questions, part of the interview. And this is just like a fun way for listeners to get to know Lauren Milner a little bit. So the first question is
good.
Coffee or tea?
Oh, definitely coffee.
Coffee.
Yeah.
Beach or mountains?
Usually I would say beach, but lately it's been mountain.
Okay. Favorite city?
New York City.
Oh,
for sure.
My favorite city. Hands down, my favorite city as well.
Yeah, I'm actually going tomorrow, so I'm pretty excited.
Oh man, where's your favorite place in the city?
I love Bryant Park.
Yeah,
I love it in the city. I mean, especially in the summer. So I'm really excited to visit Bryant Park.
Yeah,
and it's just there's nothing like it.
Yeah, and the feel of New York City during the summertime, it just feels so celebratory. Everyone's happy and everyone's out and about. It's just a great place. I love Brooklyn. Yeah.
Oh, nice. Yeah, I lived in Brooklyn for my first year there in Williamsburg.
Yeah.
Such a great city.
It is. Favorite book?
Favorite book? I would say I have a lot of favorite books, but this one is probably the one that's the simplest that I just always refer to and remind myself about, and that's The Four Agreements.
The Four Agreements today.
Yeah, The Four Agreements. It's by Miguel Ruiz, and Four Agreements are easy to remember, but they're be impeccable with your word. Don't make assumptions. Don't take anything personally, and always do your best.
I love that.
Yeah, it's a really great book.
I'll definitely include that in the show notes. Great.
Yeah.
And the last one is, what is your superpower?
Superpower. I would say it's kind of cheesy, but I would say empathy.
Oh,
I have a lot of empathy, and I have sort of a really unique ability to put myself in other people's shoes, which actually helps a lot with marketing and with crisis management and things. So empathy.
Great. Thank you so much, Lauren, for joining us today.
Thank you.
Is there any information the listeners could get from you and how they could get in touch with you and your company?
Sure. They can email me at lauren@choosewindmill.com. And that's probably the easiest way.
Great. All right. Thank you. Have a great one.
All right. Thanks, Christine.
Okay.
Bye.